Hello one and hello all and welcome to another crafting adventure where today we're going to be heading back to our excavation site and finding out what insects we have trapped inside this rock. Boom. Now before we get on to that, in the past we have done sea animals and dinosaurs, which are here. Each one contains two. We had a dolphin and a crab in the sea animals, and these in the dinosaur ones. Now, the sea animals, very soft, sort of rubbery plastic. Dinosaurs, still quite soft, but a little bit harder than the old sea animals over here. I wonder what we're gonna have in the old insects. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got. There are 6 different types of insects. We got a 3-horned beetle, a ladybird, that's a very large ladybird, a butterfly, a stag beetle, and a Dynastis Neptune. We got 6 different beetles to choose from. Now, if you haven't seen one of these videos before, they are fossil toys, and that means that inside the box, if we can open it, we have a big old block of chalky rock. Oh, nothing else. We have a little brush and a little plastic tool for breaking the rock. Now, these rocks are actually quite hard, and they do get a manner of dusty you would not believe. That's why I have put down this cooking pad, I guess. Also available at Daiso, if you're thinking about doing one of these. Can't recommend it enough. All right, so first things first, I've got to take the plastic off this rock. Ta-da! Yeah, having some scissors or a knife handy is recommended, and as you can see, it's already very, very chalky. So don't go around touching too many things with these old chalky fingers, because it doesn't come off easily. In water, it comes off very easily, but yes. 1 second, threw the tool away. Boom! All right, so if I tap it like this, you can see it is quite tough. You do have to sort of dig it in, and a sort of twisting action is quite helpful. If you go for the edge pieces, they do tend to break off with a bit of pressure. Alternatively, you could just use a hammer and a chisel, but I want to do this with a bit of old elbow grip. Oh my goggly goodness. Alright, we're going to break a bit off. There you go. As you can see, put a bit of weight on it, and big bits will break off like that. Okay, it is going to take quite a while to find out where the old insects are, so I'll be back when I've made a bit of progress. As you can see, I have made some progress in removing the rock, and yet haven't found any signs of insects. But it did get very hot, so I turned the air conditioning on. My recommendation, if you're going to do one of these, do it in a room that's cooled, because 37 degrees Celsius is not a good temperature for this kind of work. I'll be back soon. About 10 minutes have passed, and we have finally discovered what appears to be an insect leg. It's made of a black plastic, and it feels definitely harder than the sea animals. Can't say for the dinosaurs. Alright, so now we know where one is. This should not take too long to get out, but yeah, doing these in the summer heat is not as easy as it was for the other ones, so I'll be back soon. A great discovery has been made, and you can see the head of the beetle here. Unfortunately, yeah, I think maybe because this plastic is much harder than the other ones, it tends to break very easily if you put too much pressure on it, especially on these smaller limbs. Yeah, the end of this leg and half of this leg has come off. However, I am going to repair it with glue once it's all done. And it does also appear that there is another insect just to the side here. Well, I'm going to have to be careful now, because I don't want to break any more. So time to slow down a bit. It has been about 20 minutes so far. I'm going to have to take it slower from now on. A large corner has fallen off and we have uncovered the body of the second beetle. It looks like the nose comes all the way out here, so this could be a big one. Alright, we need to sort of get this bottom bit off next. Hopefully that won't be too much trouble and we won't lose any more limbs. And the first one has broken free. You can kind of see, if the camera focuses, where the old legs have broken off. This is also connected to the second one, so I'm going to have to be very careful how I do this. Also, operating the camera with such dusty hands is not advised. I'll be back when they are both free. Yeah, you have to be very careful with these legs at this point because they break if you pull them too hard. They have broken free. Now, you can see they are very dusty. Now, as I mentioned before, water will clean these up quite nicely, and that's exactly what I'm going to do next. Okay, we have beetle number 1 with the big old jaws. Well, no, because it's attached, not the mouth. I'm not sure. Well, you got this big thing on the front here, and as I suspected, the plastic is very different to the sea creatures, which is super rubbery, and the dinosaurs, which is sort of semi-rubbery. This is, well, harder than the dinosaurs, which means when you're breaking them out, you got to be careful not to break the legs off like this. Yeah, putting a bit too much power on it can damage it, but alright, before we continue, I'm going to see if I can fix this with a bit of super glue. The answer is no. Super glue doesn't seem to dry on this material. I suppose if you did have the correct glue, or maybe a more all-purpose glue, it would be better. The glue I was using was designed for plastic and metal, and I guess this is a type of rubber. I'm not sure. If you did have the correct glue, you probably could fix it. So let's put that aside there. So checking the back of the box, this one is clearly the beetle, and this one is clearly the Dynastes Neptunus. I don't know if there's a simpler name in English. I'm not really up to date on my old beetles. But there you are. 2 lovely little beetles there. If you do choose to do one of these, I would recommend being more careful than with the dinosaurs and sea creatures, because these ones tend to have smaller limbs that will break if you put too much pressure on them. Also, be prepared for a lot of cleaning up, because once this video is done, I gotta get the Hoover out and clean up the floor and table. But there you go. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this adventure of freeing and damaging some wonderful beetles. Do stay safe, enjoy your week, and I will see you all next time.